Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about cable modems and how they affect your gaming experience, even your internet experience in general. I got pulled up on Amazon.com. I'm sure they won't mind considering that I am teaching you about something and possibly sending you to their site to buy their cable modems. But we're going to look at a few. Now, this one right here is a cable modem, Surfboard Extreme. It is $82. Depending on where you go, sometimes it's a little more expensive. And what it does is it has, let's go down to the technical. It gives you up to 160 megabits per second downstream and up to 120 upstream. That's pretty good. You're going to have to get a router still with that or use your router, which then you're going to have to look into buying a good router to be able to, handle this. I know a lot of people got stuff like this right here, this little Motorola surfboard. It's pretty standard. It doesn't even say, but I looked it up. I think it's 30 up and 36 downstream. And what that means is that's how much of how the signal is going to come through. And the higher the signal, the better. So, this would be terrible compared to the $82 one, but it's half the price. So, and I actually seen this somewhere else for $70, so it depends on where you go. Now this little piece of shit, I've seen this before. I know people that have it, but this is mostly, it says for Comcast, so I'm assuming a lot of people that have Comcast might have these. Comcast might provide them for you. Not a lot of information on these. It just says that it has a 16 upstream flow. Regardless, I can tell you, I can promise you, it is definitely not as good as the one I'm about to show you. This is the one that I own. I paid $180 something for it. It says it's $129, which is pretty good price. It doesn't show the back, and I don't know why. But I'm going to tell you guys why this, to me, is one of the better cable modems. And the reasons being is, let's look at the speed real quick. And I don't think it's going to give me what I want to see here. Wow. We're gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull it up on another site real quick. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I thought it said that stuff on here. Evidently, it does not. All right. Newegg might have more specs on it. All right. So this is a dual band. That is one upside to it. And dual band, what that means is that the signals for your wireless and the signal for your wired run off two different frequencies. So you don't have to worry about the guy in the other room on a laptop messing with your signal. Let's see if I can get the details on here. I'm thinking it's 300. Alright, here we go. It has channel bonding of 8 downstream and 4 upstream channels. Increased data rates of well over 300 megabytes per second. And 400 in euro. I don't know what in euro DOCSIS is. But, and over 100 megabytes upstream. So basically, it's going to run a lot faster than most of your cable modems. And hold on. Does this have it? Why would you not show the back? Alright, well anyways. The whole thing about this cable modem is, it eliminates your router. It has 4 ports on the back. Which means you can plug up 4 different things to the back of the modem. And it still has wireless on top of that. So, I will put links to this in the video so you can check it out. But basically what you need to look for now, especially in gaming, is you want to get a dual band router. Because you don't want wireless signals interfering with your wired signals. You also want to look for, even if you don't have a upload-download speed that's that high, basically think of it like this. I look at it like it's the more the better. You have the possibility for the highest amount of up and downstream to come through to through your cable wire using this router, or cable modem gateway, I'm sorry. And like I said, it eliminates the router. Because it's a gateway, and it has 4 different plugs. You can still hook a router up to it if you like, but my whole experience with routers are, it's like adding another signal. It's like adding a jack to something. It loses signal. It doesn't give you as strong of a connection. And I know a lot of you guys have probably noticed in the past, especially if you ever call your cable company, they always have the little automated voice that's like, routers are your friends, but sometimes, and they're like, the best thing to do if you're having signal problems is power up and power down. Or some shit. Power down and power up. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Basically, your router is good, but it's so much maintenance on it. You gotta, like, every time it acts up, you have to, you know, cycle it down, cycle it back up, and all that kind of silly stuff. This eliminates the router, which you'll still have to cycle this up and down sometimes, but not only does it eliminate the router, but it has a way better connection. The last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is cables. A lot of people have regular Cat5 cables, and I don't have specs up for that. But some people have Cat5e, which is enhanced, and then there's also Cat6. And I've went through, you know, conversations with a few people about these, and basically the Cat5e, not the Cat5, the Cat5e, it has the capability of 100 megahertz signal, and the Cat6 has capable up to 200 megahertz. And what I'm going to say on that is, they break it down on this page. I'm going to link this page too so you can check it out. That a Cat5e is like having a 1 lane on a highway, and then upgrading to a Cat6 is like adding a whole nother lane to it. Which what that means is your signals are running through the cables, and think of them as traffic on the street. Are you going to have, if you have 100 cars on the street, is it going to be busier and harder to maneuver around that with 1 lane or 2? It's the easiest way that I can explain it. And I just want to point out that on this site, they talk about it, and I've looked up into other sites that say the same kind of stuff. It says, the trends of the past and predictions for the future indicate that data rates have been doubling every 18 months. So, right now it says, current applications running at 1 gigabyte a second are really pushing the limits of the Cat5e cabling. So, my advice to you guys is pay the little bit extra money and get you some Cat6 cables. They might help you out on your gaming and on your home stuff. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the description. If you want to know anything about gaming or anything like that, leave it in the comments. I'll do my best to put up a video about it. I'm out. Peace.